Welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday. I hope that all of you are still on track with those New Year's resolutions, or maybe you've set new health or wellness goals for yourself, and I just wanted to check in and see how you were all doing. One of the main reasons, why people aren't so successful is because they're not set up for inevitable success. Something that I always try to work with my clients on is making sure that they are set up for success. And one of the best ways that I know how to do this is to make sure that you get the day started on a great note. Meaning, get your day started in a way that's going to energize you, that's going to rejuvenate you, and that's going to fill you up and set you up for an amazingly successful day. One of the ways that I love to do this for myself, I've got a morning routine, which we're probably gonna go over that in a future video, but one of my favorite things is smoothies. They are just a super simple, easy, delicious way to start your day with, a bang. And today what I wanted to do was show you guys one of my favorite recipes. So let's just get started and jump into it. Okay, so what I have in front of me are just all of the ingredients that I am going to use today. I sometimes make smoothies super complicated and sometimes just really simple. If it's quick and easy and I've got to get it done, I make it really, really simple for myself. But today I had a little bit of extra time and I had a banana, which, funny story about bananas, I really cannot stand eating bananas if they have any kind of brown. For me, the greener, the better. But what's nice about a ripe banana is I've got a couple left, so my smoothie recipe is based on this ripe banana, but as they ripen, they tend to get sweeter and sweeter. So you need less banana in order to create that sweetness, or maybe if you were to have a riper banana, you would want to also add something else to create sweetness. And what I find with a really ripe banana is that you don't need to do that. So my smoothie recipe today was built all around using up these bananas so that they don't go bad. Let me just run through the different ingredients that I am using in today's smoothie recipe. We already know the ripe banana. In here I have 1 cup of just plain cold water and 1 cup of original unsweetened almond milk. The protein powder that I'm currently using, which to be honest with you guys, I don't always use protein powder. I typically do though if I am using my smoothie to replace a meal, or a lot of times I'll just have, maybe some yogurt or a couple of hard-boiled eggs, and that can kind of serve as my protein for the meal. Something that I learned about myself is that I've got to start the day with 2 things, some protein and some healthy fat. Those 2 things get me through the day. Later on, typically around lunchtime, is when I, put in some more complex carbohydrates, but definitely in the morning I've got to have protein and healthy fats. So the protein powder that I'm using today is the Orgain organic protein, and this is a plant-based protein powder. I have lactose intolerance, and so quite a few whey proteins really bother me. This specific protein has 21 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, and it doesn't have any added sugar, which for those of you who know me, this is really important, that it doesn't have any added sugar. It's just the vanilla bean flavor, which I like because it doesn't really take on anything more than the flavor of the ingredients that I'm adding into the smoothie. So this is a really good one. The other things that I'm adding is some just organic baby spinach. I'm adding organic unsweetened coconut flakes, as well as some raw hemp seeds. So these are just hemp hearts. We've got some chia seeds. These are awesome in terms of like fiber and protein, and really helps with digestion actually because of its gelatinous properties. And the last thing that we're adding is just some ground flaxseed. So this is just flax meal. I take it out of the container that I get it in and put it in just like a Tupperware glass or something so that I can keep it in the fridge. Flax is something that can go rancid really quickly, and by keeping it in the fridge, I'm able to just keep it around a bit longer. So what I've done is I've already kind of pre-measured out these things, and to be honest with you guys, I don't typically measure. I'm like, scoop, 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 here we go. Let's make it easy. It doesn't need to be complex, but so I totally forgot about this, you guys. The actual last thing that I am putting in my smoothie today is this PB2 powder. And to be honest with you guys, I don't use this because it's like the low-fat version of peanut butter. I use it because it's in a powder form, and it's so much easier to add to smoothies or baking recipes than that like sticky, goopy peanut butter. Like, that's just too much of a mess, and I don't have time for that. So I use this powdered peanut butter for the simple reason of convenience, and I don't end up with a huge mess of just peanut butter everywhere. So yeah, now that is the complete collection of everything that is in my smoothie, and I basically just went through and put it all in one bowl for the quickness of the video. But I did about a tablespoon of everything. The only thing that I did 2 tablespoons of was the coconut and the peanut butter. What I'm going for is kind of like a banana peanut butter smoothie today. I also, the spinach I kind of pre-measured out. I just took a handful. This bowl is about 1 cup. You can see it's kind of heaping, so like a heaping cup of spinach. The awesome thing about spinach is that you really can't taste it. What it will do is turn your smoothie some of the funkiest colors you have ever seen. Don't be alarmed. Get past the color, taste the deliciousness, and you're gonna love it, I promise. And we're getting a lot of vitamins. We're getting a lot of micronutrients. My favorite thing about smoothies is that you can get a ton of nutrients in one simple smoothie. So why don't we get started building our smoothie? The blender that I like to use is a Blend Tech. The reason I like this blender is I worked for Starbucks for 8 years, and we used Blend Tech blenders. So I'm comfortable using it. I understand how to use it. I understand how to clean it. Some people like Vitamixes. Some people just like the good old Black & Decker. Like, whatever works. I also have a NutriBullet that I love to take with me, like if I'm traveling or if we're going up north to the cabin, like whatever works for you to blend your ingredients together. There's tons of things on the market. Use what you have or what you can afford or what is most simple for you. If it's not simple, you're probably not going to do it. So let's keep it simple. I'm going to use the Blend Tech blender. First thing I like to do is add in my liquid. The next thing we are going to do, when I build a smoothie, I like to build it kind of like the lightest to the heaviest. That way the heavy ingredients push the light ingredients down into the blade. This might be backwards, it's just how I like to do it. So we're gonna put the spinach in. Next, I'm gonna put all of my delicious dry ingredients into the blender. We're gonna add 2 scoops of the protein powder. Make sure I get it all out. Last but not least, we're just gonna peel and add this banana. Awesome. Now, we just get to blend it up. And one of the things that I love about the Blend Tech blender is that it has a smoothie button. So I literally just put it on there, hit smoothie, and we're good to go. Okay, awesome. So our smoothie is done blending, and now we just get to enjoy. Funky green color. Told you, spinach changes it weird colors, but it's delicious nonetheless. If this isn't necessarily cold enough for you guys. You could always add a few ice cubes. I don't really like my smoothies too cold, because then I can't drink them as fast. But if you want something a little bit more cold, just add a little bit more ice. Simple as that. Oh, so good. So peanut buttery, delicious banana, some of the coconut, and this is gonna fill me up. So thank you so much, you guys, for joining me today on Wellness Wednesday as we just prepped some smoothies this morning. Give this smoothie recipe a try. I'll have the entire recipe in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Totally tag me in your smoothies creations. I would love to see them. And I also look forward to visiting with you guys next week. Have an awesome, awesome week, and we will talk to you soon. Bye. Maybe. Maybe not. Ah, there we go. Mm.